Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about some valued opportunities of valued products of jackfruit. And we all know jackfruit is the main tree crop of southern as well as the middle part of India. Is the biggest fruit, as well as the jackfruit tree has a lot of potentials it's a good it gives good furniture for your home, and it gives good feed for your pets, and fruits of all goodness, and jackfruit is a tree or a fruit of a lot of goodness as well as potential. In Malayalam, there is a saying that Panasam Sarvottamam, Talphalam Sarva Gunadayagam. That means jackfruit is good for everything. There is it says that jackfruit can be accommodate in all the livelihood aspects of a human being in his daily requirements. Jackfruit can accommodate as a food, as a fruit, as a vegetable, or as a medicine. In all the way, jackfruit has a potential. And we can see that jackfruit is in India is the largest producer of jackfruit in India. Orissa is the highest jackfruit producing states according to National Horticulture Board survey. Based on the data, this data is collected recently, 2021-22 data, saying that jackfruit, the highest jackfruit producing state is Orissa, and followed by Kerala, Assam, West Bengal, and Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. These are the highest jackfruit producing states. Even though we are producing large quantity jackfruit, the records say that we are wasting nearly half of its product, half of what we produce in on a yearly basis. As a whole, we can say that our jackfruit production is 1,785.31 tons every year. But we are if we are giving a 10 rupee rate for a single jackfruit, we will get a 178 crores of rupees every year. At the same time, a single jackfruit being a 10 kg can fetch 1,000 to 1,500 rupees through proper value addition and processing. Mainly jackfruit is nowadays using as a jackfruit flour, largely used for baking industry, as well as there is a good movement. Jackfruit is a gluten-free flour that can be incorporated in all types of dishes, in Indian dishes, especially for our breakfast items as well as our bakery items. There is a good potential for jackfruit. In Western countries also, there is a good demand for jackfruit as a gluten-free movement. India is not yet fully utilized that opportunity, we can say. And jackfruit is in Western countries, there is a good option that jackfruit can be considered as a shredded meat or dummy meat. In such a way also, there is a good demand for jackfruit, especially for tender jackfruit. Tender jackfruit means jackfruit in the maturity level of 1 to 1.5 months. In that way also, there is a good demand. And the flesh as well as the pulp of the jackfruit also can be a very good demand in Western countries as well as in Indian culinaries also. So there is a good demand for flour or jackfruit powder or tender jackfruit as dummy meat, as well as jackfruit, ripened jackfruit pulp, fresh jackfruit pods, as well as the pulp also has a very good demand. And we have some very good or golden varieties also. The red fleshed varieties and the golden yellow variety that varieties also has a very good potential as a fresh fruit. we can see the nutritional fact or nutrition factors of jackfruit like that. It has the energy level of jackfruit or fresh jackfruit pods is very low. For immature or tender jackfruit, the food calorie or energy level is 51, only 51 calorie per 100 gram, and for a ripened pulp or ripened pod, the energy level is 97, and for seed it is 43 calorie also, only, and it doesn't have that much protein or fat, and full of fiber. Around 2.6 grams of fiber is present in 100 gram of immature or tender jackfruit, and it is a very good source of potassium, and sodium content is very less, so it is a very good advantages for our high BP patients, and almost all the B vitamins and beta carotene and vitamin C also present in the fruit. So it's a nutritionally as well as economically, it is a very good fruit. We can say the energy. We can see that energy value of the different food items. For rice, 100 gram rice, the energy value is 348 calories, and for wheat also 348 calories. Whereas we can see jackfruit, and fresh jackfruit has only 51 calories. It says that it is a low glycemic index food, and it is highly advisable for our diabetic our lifestyle patients. Nowadays, India is there is a saying that India is transferring as a diabetic capital country, or people of especially in Kerala, 35% of the adult population is adversely affected due to the effect of diabetes, and also with the lifestyle diseases. In such a situation, jackfruit is a remedial food, or we can control the lifestyle diseases as well as diabetes with the continuous intake of jackfruit. There is a medical studies saying that jackfruit has that much potential for reducing our diabetic or lifestyle diseases. There is a lot of medicinal values for jackfruit. It is low glycemic index, as I said earlier, and it has a high dietary fiber, and especially it has high insoluble fiber. And there is a possibility to eat a large quantity jackfruit as a meal, or we can replace rice or wheat for hunger, and it gives a satiate value also. It is a hence we can tame diabetes as a it is very good for a hungry diabetic patients, because he can reduce, or he can omit one time wheat or cereal flour or cereal based food products. And it has high potassium as well as very low sodium and no gluten, and prevent constipation because it's contain a lot of insoluble as well as soluble fiber, and it is highly organic. In most of the Indian states, jackfruit is not cultivating; it is growing as naturally, and it has a lot of anti-cancerous factors also. Artocarpinone and artocarpus as a very good anti-cancerous agents present in jackfruit, especially in its ripened stage. And the flavonoids in jackfruits are anti-inflammatory as well as antibacterial, and it can cure infertility. Studies saying that jackfruit seeds has a potential of curing infertility. Among the male infertility can be cured by jackfruit seeds, and it has high or rich source of essential minerals like chromium, iodine, and magnesium. Such minerals are plenty in jackfruit in its tender form as well as its ripened form. And we all know jackfruit is locally available. It is highly organic, and it can give income for marginal or smallholders if the fruits properly harvested, and if the farmer can prepare certain products, he can meet good income from the jackfruit tree, and suitable for group activity as well as healthy products can be prepared from jackfruit. And the potential is that suitable for preparing products from 1.5 months to its ripened fruits, rind, seeds, everything can be converted as products, and zero waste technology can be applied. And integrated approach for value addition also can be adopted if the same machineries can be utilized for preparing other products also, other agricultural based products also. If we start with the jackfruit, we can process so many fruits, because India is a country where we have a lot of fruits and vegetables. Most of them are being wasted every year. Huge wastage of fruits and vegetables and fruits happening in India every year. And before we talking about the opportunities of jackfruit processing, we have to analyze the problems of the jackfruit industry also. The first and important thing is that it is a seasonal crop. Availability can be assured for 6 months only. That's why I listed in the last table. I have listed that we have to incorporate, or we have to process other fruits and vegetables available in our locality, and thereby we can overcome the seasonality or seasonality issue of jackfruit. It is highly perishable. The fresh jackfruit or the ripened jackfruit, even though we are fetching in a very fresh condition, after 6 or 7 months, 7 hours, the ripening onset may happen and the fruit may ripen. And after once onset of ripening happened, the fruits is highly perishable and will lost in a very fast way. And we cannot get jackfruit in a local market. If we are going for a tender jackfruit, we will not get that in that particular maturity level. Thus, there is an improper marketing in jackfruit. If we are going for a mature jackfruit or a ripened jackfruit, the jackfruit that we require is not getting from the market. And lack of suitable machineries for harvesting to product diversification. Most of the jackfruit trees are very high, so it is not easy to collect or pick the jackfruit. When we are getting the jackfruit, most of the jackfruit may be ruptured and all, so it is damaged, so it is not easy to collect jackfruit for a farmer. So there we need some machineries to collect or pick the jackfruit, and processing machineries are also be required in a very in a very low price. That is also difficulty for getting some proper machineries also. And a drudgery in handling. We all know jackfruit is a fruit which weighing 10 to 15 kg or 10 to 40 kg. Up to 40 kg weighing jackfruit is also available in our market. So it is not easy to handle the whole jackfruit for a lady or a farmer. So drudgery is there in this handling also. And we doesn't have proper post harvest technologies also. And after preparing the products, there is a lack of availability for suitable packing materials, as well as its supplies also not in a village level or in a rural area of our states, of our country. And we can see that different stages of value addition of jackfruit. Jackfruit in 1.5 to 2 months is termed as tender jackfruit. Is a dummy meat. Like meat, we can prepare any curries or any meat preparations. Like we can prepare jackfruit. In the tender jackfruit can be prepared in such a way. And 2 to 3 months old jackfruit also termed as tender jackfruit, that can be shredded as a vegetable and can be used as a vegetable. And 3 to 4 months is plenty of starch is there, and this jackfruit can be dried and flour can be prepared. And ripened jackfruit or crispy variety or hard variety is good for fresh consumption. And ripened jackfruit, soft variety or soft pulp, can be utilized for product preparation. And jackfruit seeds of both the variety can be utilized for protein based or flour based products. And jackfruit rind also can be processed raw as well as ripened. Rind or waste material can also be utilized. So we can see that jackfruit in all the maturity level or after mature or the rind, then strands, everything can be processed in a proper way, and products can be prepared. Then we can see that dummy meat can be prepared curries, cutlets, pickles, and can be stored as a dehydrated form. 2 to 3 months old jackfruit is a low glycemic index jackfruit, can be prepared ready to cook jackfruit curries, and 3 to 4 months also low glycemic index, for possible to consume as a staple food that I have discussed earlier. And flour from dried jackfruit is a better alternative for cereal starch. And our traditional wafers also can be prepared from or even cookies, biscuit, cakes, upma, then pasta, noodles also can be prepared from flour of this dried jackfruit. And ripened pods of Virica or a hard variety can be converted as preserved candy, jam, concentrate, everything that can be prepared from ripened hard variety jackfruit. Then soft variety can be converted as, the pulp of that variety can be converted as squash, sip up ice cream, ready to serve drinks, wines. So many products can be prepared from soft varieties also. And jackfruit seeds is a very good source of protein, and that can be utilized for the preparation of chutney powders, burfi, and as a good source of excellent source or a flour for the production of cakes and biscuits. And jackfruit rind and strands can be utilized for mixture, pickle, pectin jelly, etc. This can be utilized for the production of edible cutleries and pectin extraction also. These are some jackfruit processing machineries and tender jackfruit processing. And tender jackfruit, 1.5 months we can cut it into cubes and stored or packed like this. And tender jackfruit in the age of 2 to 3 months can be shredded like vegetable and can be packed like this. And raw jackfruit or fresh jackfruit pods can be cut and packed like this. And all these can be marketed as ready to cook RTC jackfruit. There is a very good potential for these items in the supermarkets and all. For a homemaker, it is very easy to prepare or handle small packets like this. And this type of value addition is not yet achieved in our state, not achieved in our state, in our states, jackfruit growing states, especially in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Odisha. There is a very good demand for such products in our cities and supermarkets of major cities and all, where farmers can easily, there is no much value addition or no that much processing is not required for such products. Only simple pre-processing is can be applied for producing such products. It's a very good demand for such products in our cities. And these are all different kinds of tender jackfruit based products: burger, biryani, or pickles. So many products can be curries, so many products can be prepared from such jackfruit. And even raw jackfruit curry also can be prepared and marketed. And then these are some products also can be retorted, especially jackfruit meal or jackfruit biryani can be retorted like this. And retorting is a technology where we can apply high temperature and high pressure. Under high temperature and high pressure, the products that we are packed and kept in this machine is highly sterilized. And after the sterilization, the product is immediately cooling. So high temperature and sudden cooling will damage most of the bacteria inside them, or most of the microorganisms present in the food. And the food will not be overcooked or any taste difference happen to the food. So we will get a correct stage or accurate cooked food we will get after the technology. And it's a very prominent technology, because the peculiarity of this or the importance of the technology is that there is no harmful chemicals or preservatives is not needed to add when we pack the food item. So there is an advantages for this technology nowadays. Pulp and gravies, curries, everything can be payasams, or everything can be prepared and packed. So jackfruit based products, even tender jackfruit curry or mature jackfruit curries or biryani, everything can be packed and processed like this way. and these are the process of preparing ready to cook jackfruit on a homestead basis or home basis. After selecting 1.5 months mature jackfruit, we have to wash it well and peel and cube the jackfruit in suitable sizes, and after that wash with a mild disinfectant solution, and the pods or the cut cubes should be blanched till soft, and after that we have to dip it in a preservative solution which contains 0.5% 0.5 gram citric acid, 750 milligram potassium metabisulfate, and 5 gram salt in 1 liter water. This is the preservative solution, and after blanching we have to dip the cubes in this solution and drain thoroughly, and after that we have to pack and label and refrigerator freeze this product, and refrigerated, freeze or retort this product. This is a primary step. All these steps can be followed. For refrigeration, we will get we have to keep it in the temperature of -7 to 14 degrees centigrade, so we can store the product up to 2 weeks. And for freezing, we can choose a temperature of -18 degrees centigrade, so we can store the product up to 2 years without any chemical or physical changes. For retort, we can store the product under normal condition for 1 year without any change or without any taste. And the same way we can prepare and store the peeled or shredded jackfruit. After peeling, apply oil on the surface of the jackfruit and shred into small pieces and blanch till soft, and then again dip it in the preservative solution as mentioned in this RTC tender jackfruit, and after that we can freeze or retort the product. And this is the same way we can store our mature jackfruit. It is highly suitable for preparing curries, then dosha, idli, or any product can be prepared with this mature jackfruit or fresh jackfruit pods. Then seeds also can be prepared and processed in the same way. Tender jackfruit pickles, then tender jackfruit cutlets also can be prepared using this retorted or RTC jackfruit. Then burger patty, older burger patty with a different flavor. We can, if we are go for a veg patty, we can add some 200 gram cooked Bengal gram, white Bengal gram, because tender jackfruit doesn't have that much protein, so adding of Bengal gram will ensure the protein availability. And for non-veg burger, we can add paneer, cooked or minced meat, or we can prepare this with Bengal gram and some meat flavored masala or meat garam masala. We can give a meat texture or feeling to the mouth feeling to the tender jackfruit patty. There is a very good demand for tender jackfruit burger patty in the Western countries as a meat alternative. And this is jackfruit meal. It is very common in Kerala, and this can be rice can be replaced with this meal, and this can also be freezed or we can retort this dish for a long, ensuring for long keeping quality. We can prepare the dishes in such a way. And like a rice or like a rice bowl, we can consume this with the curries, other fish curry or meat curry. We can take these curries, and if we are continuously taking this meal for a period of 3 months regularly, we can see that the glycemic index level or blood sugar level of the diabetic patients can be reduced considerably. And in some cases, the diabetes can be reversed. And in some area, dryer and other facilities not available in our rural India. In such places, we can adopt a brining technology also. It is very simple. And before brining, we have to cut the jackfruit into small sized the pods can be cut into small sized pieces, and after that we have to put it in a food grade container, and also mixed with 120 grams of salt for 1 kg raw jackfruit. And after that we have to when after putting all the jackfruit in this vessel, we have to keep some weight or some granite pieces, or for some stone pieces on the top of this jackfruit for giving a good pressing to the content. And when we are keeping some material on the top of the jackfruit, water oozes out from the jackfruit, and that can be mixed with some potassium metabisulfate in small quantity, and we can keep the top portion of the jackfruit with this potassium metabisulfate in order to avoid the microbial growth. Microbial growth start from the top layer of the jackfruit, so without any microbial attack, we can store the product up to 1 year. When we are before we are going to cook the product, we have to keep it in the warm water for 8 to 9 hours. In that period, all the salt enter into the jackfruit will come out, and the jackfruit will be very soft and tender. And if you are a pressure cook, it give a fresh jackfruit feel. It's a very cheap and a common method that can be adopted for a rural household or rural India, where dryer and other facilities not available. For household level consumption, we can adopt this technology. And we have conducted a study that the microbial load or any harmful microorganism present in the sample we checked, and we can see that the microbial load is very less, and the product have a very good acceptability and keeping quality even after 1 year. This is a very good technology for tender jackfruit as well as jackfruit pods. Both can be stored like this. And mature jackfruit can be utilized for dosha, idli, and our puppet making. And the puppet making is a very good industry in Karnataka and in some parts of Kerala also, especially in the northern part. Raw jackfruit can be cooked and grind with some chili, or after that we can add some sesame seeds or turmeric powder, and we can spread evenly in a sheet for drying, and we can keep it in the sun for drying. When the rainy season, we have to we need some dryer to dry the puppet very well. And dried jackfruit also can be prepared for a long time storage. 3 to 4 months matured jackfruit can be selected for drying. And first we have to peel the jackfruit, and we have to remove the pods from the jackfruit, and we have to remove the seeds also, and the slides based on the size of your jackfruit pods. And after that, just blanch it with the boiled water, and just till soft. And if we are keeping it in a preservative solution, it will give a good color to the pods. And the preservative solution, as mentioned in the ready to cook jackfruit, that also can be prepared for for a drying jackfruit also. And after dip it in the preservative solution, we have to drain the jackfruit pods and dry in the sun, or we can use hot air oven for drying at 55 to 60 degrees centigrade. We can dry the jackfruit pods till done, or till it become very dry. Otherwise, if there is any moisture content, the jackfruit pods will be easily damaged by microorganisms and other fungus. So we have to ensure the drying very well. After drying, we have to keep it in the good polythene packets or good containers. Otherwise, some fungus or microorganism may attack the dried jackfruit. If there is any moisture or any there is a chance for pest attack also is there. So we have to ensure a good packing for this dried product. And peel and pods as well as the seeds also can be dried the same way. And it's a very good demand for jackfruit, dried jackfruit pods nowadays. There is it's a good alternative for maida or other cereal flours. So this dried jackfruit can be powdered and can be incorporated with our daily dishes as well as our bakery products, chapati, then wafers, then some mixes in Kerala, puttu or a steamed rice powder is a very good breakfast item. So jackfruit put powder can be prepared from jackfruit powder as well as rice flour. We can incorporate seed powder also can be utilized for this purpose. For chapati powder, we can choose chapati powder. We can wheat flour for or 40% or jackfruit powder 60% or 50-50 ratio also we can select for this purpose, and can be utilized for the preparation of some baby powder also, baby food also, jack powder, banana flour, some medicinal rice, nyavara like medicinal rice also can be utilized for this purpose. Ragi flour also can be included for diabetic preparation. We can add some ragi, wheat, maize, etc. Along with jackfruit flour. Any such preparation can be prepared using dried jackfruit powder as well as seed powder and jackfruit mixture with the jackfruit rind and jackfruit pods. We can prepare some mixture also with the spices and garlic. And these are some machineries that can be utilized for powder preparation and powder based products. The hot air oven for drying the jackfruit pods, and pulverizer for making the powder and all. And we can use this dough making machine for preparing some namkins and all. Then packing machine, small packing machine as well as gravimetric packing machine also can be utilized for preparing and packing the products hygienically and neatly. And ripened jackfruit, the ripened jackfruit can be converted or packed as a fresh form and can be marketed in our supermarkets. There's a good demand for such products, and some preserve also can be prepared for long time storage. And muffins, cakes, halwa, concentrate, jam, and sheet leather also can be prepared using this mature jackfruit or a ripened jackfruit, hard variety. And for product preparation, we need some machineries also. We can use pulper, then fruit. This is fruit pulper, fruit mill, then kettle for preparing, and then reducing, concentrating the products, jam, fruit concentrate, fruit pulp concentrate also can be prepared using this machine, say handy machine. And pulp packing or jam or a concentrate packing machine also can be incorporated in a unit. All these machineries are essential for preparing pulp and pulp based products. And jackfruit meals also can be popularized nowadays. Jackfruit can be prepared, any type of curries or preparations can be prepared using jackfruit seeds as well as jackfruit seeds, jackfruit pods. Every part of the jackfruit can be included in a jackfruit meal. Jackfruit sadhya can also be planned and prepared, and some jackfruit fest can be conducted. The farmers can be benefited more. And preserve is an easy to prepare. It's a very good demand for as a direct food as well as a food which we can add along with the cakes and pastries and all. It's a very good demand for such products, and it is very easy to prepare such products. After hardening the jackfruit, for hardening the jackfruit, we have to keep it in the slaked lime or chunna solution for 1 or 2 hours, and after that we have to wash it well. And we have to prepare one sugar syrup with 1 kg sugar and 250 ml of water, and dip it in the or keep it in the hardened jackfruit in the solution for overnight, and the next day we have to decant the syrup and boil again, and again we have to keep it in the sugar syrup until the sugar consistency reaches to, or bricks level reaches to 65 to 68 degree, and after that we can keep it in the ripened jackfruit in a oven for drying, and we will get a candy. It's a very good market potential and demand for such products. And jam also can be prepared using ripened jackfruit with pineapple or mango. We can prepare blended jackfruit jam. It's a blended jackfruit jam gives a very good acceptability, and according to or based on the sugar level of the jackfruit, we can reduce or increase the consistency or the quantity of sugar. And along with we need some citric acid, and if color and essences are not necessary, but in some cases jackfruit is not a good jackfruit pods are not in good color, we can add some color. And it's a very good product. 60 to 80 degree 60 to 70 degree brix level is the sugar level of the jackfruit jam, and this can be packed in a hot condition to glass bottles, and this can also be stored for a long time without that much preservatives. We can store this product with the good color of jackfruit. Jackfruit concentrate is another product. The same way we can prepare as a jackfruit jam. It's a concentrating with the jaggery. Jaggery is more healthy product than our sugar. Along with the jaggery, we can add some ghee and cardamom pods or dry ginger for adding flavor and taste to the product. And it is a very good product in Kerala. There is a good demand for such product. From this product, we can prepare some leaf cake, kumbalappam like products can also be prepared from this. Payasam, ghee, kheer also can be prepared using this jackfruit concentrate. It's very good taste and a very good keeping quality also. For ensuring the keeping quality, we can add some preservative also. Sodium benzoate or calcium propionate also can be added for ensuring the keeping quality. For 1 kg product, we need only 750 milligram calcium propionate or 750 milligram sodium benzoate. Jackfruit halwa is another product. Just like concentrating, we are adding. We can add the jaggery syrup. Along with the jaggery syrup, we can add some maida or wheat flour for a thickening agent, and we will get a good quality product. The oil content of the product also is very high. We have to add some 400 grams of oil, cooking oil, and after that we have to add some ghee also for better flavor and aroma. And so there is a good demand for such products in Kerala for festivals, especially for our marriage festival and all. Jackfruit halwa is a very demanding item, and in exhibitions and melas also there is a good demand for such products. And jackfruit fritters is a very nice product, and even in our home we can prepare this product. And jackfruit pulp, there is a good demand for pulp for off season, and in lean season we can use or utilize the products or prepare the products if we are sufficient quantity of pulp in stored condition. For storing the pulp, we have to reduce the volume of the pulp initially, and from 1 kg we will get a finished product of 750 gram. Almost 1/4 of the water will be reduced by concentrating, and meanwhile we should add some citric acid also, and 750 milligram of potassium sulfate for ensuring the keeping quality. And after that we have to keep it in a food grade container, or if retort or autoclave is available, we can pack the product and retort or autoclave for without adding preservatives. We can do all these methods, and we can ensure a good product without any preservative, for long product with a long keeping quality but without any chemicals. That's the advantage of autoclaving or retorting technology. And this ripened soft variety jackfruit is a very good for preparing our RTS, then even wine, squash, sip up, concentrate, then pulp ice cream also can be prepared using the soft variety jackfruit. And
Madam,
squash.
sorry to interrupt. We have completed
Yes.
40 minutes. If you can quickly
Yes.
finish, I'll take up the questions.
Yes. All these types of preparations can be made use of our ripened jackfruit, and jackfruit seeds also. There is a very good demand. It's a gluten free. Then there's a lot of products, especially cake, chutney powders, biscuits, cookies also can be prepared using these jackfruit seeds. There's a very good demand for such products because most of these products contain a lot of maida or gluten based flour, so we can replace with it with jackfruit seeds especially. Then chutney powder, dosha chutney powder, okay, jack seed based cake, then rain based products. Then also we can prepare some cattle feed or or biogas or compost also, or a good very good organic manure also can be prepared using our jackfruit. These are all some our jackfruit entrepreneurs. This lady is once she prepare a 10 kg jackfruit, weighing 10 kg jackfruit, and she earned 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 rupees from a single jackfruit. And we need some registrations: Panchayat registration, FSS registration or license, legal metrology license, barcode and GST for starting the product. Okay, thank you. For training and other contacts, we have to get connected with our landline number, or you can write letters to our mail ID for requesting letters or any queries. You can contact us.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, for a detailed presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, ma'am?
Okay.
The top you have one. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, thank you very much. Now I move on to the questions. The first question is, what varieties are most sweet in taste? Where are these varieties grown?
Madam, so many varieties are there in Kerala as well as Karnataka. So many nurseries are there in Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. So many variety. If you are connected with the universities in your nearby place, agriculture universities, you can collect good materials. And some imported varieties are also there. And J33, Vietnam Super Early, and Dang Surya. Such varieties are also available in our country. In Kerala, Sindura, Muttam Varika, and Singapore Varika as a famous one. And in Karnataka, I think Siddu, then Shankara, then some Prashanti, such varieties are there. If you are connected with the nearby horticultural institute or agricultural institute, you can collect the plantlets, especially we need the graft of such variety.
Okay. Where to buy best quality jackfruit plants in Kerala?
Yes, Sindura.
Yeah,
Sindura.
which place we can buy in Kerala, ma'am? Where we get
Madam, in Kerala Agriculture University, most of the Kerala Agriculture University has centers in almost all the districts, and you can collect or contact with the Kerala Agriculture University. You can collect all these materials.
Okay.
In headquarters is at Thrissur, Mannuthi.
Okay. What are some value-added products that can be made with jackfruit seeds?
Madam, jackfruit seeds can be boiled and dried. After blanching. We can dry the jackfruit seeds and we can prepare some cakes. Then we can incorporate it with our chapati, puri, or other breakfast items. And we can prepare wafers also, traditional wafers like murk, chakki, namkeens, etc. Then we can be used for our bakery items also. Some pie, some kheer, or like any products any starch based products we can incorporate jackfruit seed powder also.
Okay. The next question is there any difference in nutritional value between yellow and yellowish red color varieties?
No such some beta carotene also there is a high amount of beta carotene will be in reddish yellow varieties. Beta carotene vitamin A content will be high. That is only some in some variety bricks also the sugar content also will be very high. Very sweet varieties.
Okay.
Very
Af-
sweet variety.
After planting jackfruit trees, after how many years the first harvest happens? What is the
I
life of
think,
the tree?
Madam, for a graft, I think it will give 3 year to get a fruit. After 3 year only, it is we can expect fruit from the tree. That is good for the tree also. After 3 year only, we have to collect the fruit. Otherwise,
Okay.
all the it may be fruited earlier, but we have to remove all the tender fruits. Otherwise, it will damage the tree. So after getting a good thickness to the tree or the trunk only, we have to allow the plant to produce more fruits, more flowers. Otherwise, it will do some harm to the tree. Okay, 3 to 4 is the ideal, madam. And we
And
have to
what is
prune
the
the
life of the tree, ma'am?
and we other that is depending on our management of the tree, madam. That is depending on the management, our management only. If we are giving good nutrition, especially good water, good watering, and apply some good manure to the plant, it will give, it will last.
Okay.
It will
Approximately
give
how
you
many
fruit.
years it lasts, ma'am?
Madam, normally our jackfruit tree will give fruit. In centuries old trees are available in our
Oh,
country.
okay, okay. Is there any difference between firm or soft varieties of
Yes,
jackfruit?
definitely. Definitely, there is some variety, some difference is there. Firm variety is good for preparing some dishes and ideal for preparing some dishes, and soft variety is ideal for preparing some other dishes, especially for consumption and as a ready to eat jackfruit. Firm variety is highly suitable. Otherwise, the soft variety is easily deteriorated. The fermentation will start immediately after we remove it from remove the strands and all. The fruit will immediately damage. Otherwise, the hard variety will not damage that much easily, and there is a good demand for RTE, ready to eat jackfruit. As a ready to eat jackfruit, there is a good demand for hard variety or firm variety jackfruit.
Okay. How to increase the shelf life of the jackfruit after ripening?
After ripening, we have to prepare some products. Then only, or freeze the product, or we have to vacuum pack the product, and we have to keep it under a refrigeration condition or freezing condition, or concentrating the pulp. Then only we can increase the shelf life. Otherwise, we will not give a good condition in normal temperature or room temperature. It will not last long. So immediately after ripening, we have to remove the pods and give suitable processing technologies. If we can dry, or if we can adopt technologies like drying, then pulping, storing, like concentrating like that.
Okay.
Okay.
And move on to the next question. Why is jackfruit good for people with diabetics?
Madam, in my first slide, it's for third slide itself. I have told that jackfruit is the glycemic index of the jackfruit is very low, GA, and also it has lot of fiber and all, especially soluble as well as insoluble fiber, and both these are very good for the diabetic patients, and the blood sugar level of the patients can be reduced considerably when we are incorporating the jackfruit. The usually our rice and all contain 348 calories of energy per 100 gram, whereas our jackfruit, especially our fresh jackfruit, has only 51 calories. That is the main difference. In that table itself, we can see that there is a huge difference between jackfruit starch as well as for this our rice or cereal starch. There is a huge difference in calorie content. That is the main advantage. That is the main property of the jackfruit. If regular consumption of jackfruit can reduce our blood sugar level considerably, or in such some instant we can reverse the diabetic, or the patient can be come out from the diabetic safely, without taking that much medicines and insulin. He can live a peaceful life. If he's ready to consume jackfruit regularly, he can simply avoid jackfruit and and reduce the medicine intake considerably.
Okay. Is it true jackfruit might cause sleepiness and drowsiness?
No, that I didn't heard, madam. I didn't. In some persons, it may create some heat, some overheat in the abdomen and the body, especially in the hot condition. That is and other condition I didn't heard, madam. I didn't heard.
Okay. We have one last question. As a subject matter specialist, home science at ICAR KVK ALAPPUZHA, what exactly do you do?
Madam, we are giving on campus training in this regard, in this aspect. And recently, and just 1 week ago, last week, I have conducted on campus training, and people from all over the state attended the training, and we are giving at least 25 recipe of 25 marketable products, and we are offering incubation facility also, and people can come with their jackfruit and they can return with their products, and we are giving hands-on experience in the training. We are giving training to prepare tender jackfruit based products, and mature jackfruit based products, and ripened jackfruit based products, and all the aspects of product manufacturing we are giving on hands-on experience training we are giving. And not only for jackfruit, we are giving training on banana, fruits, vegetables, and coconut also we are giving trainings.
Okay,
And then spices also.
you continue, ma'am.
Okay, and we are giving training in almost all the crops available in our country, especially for vegetables like our jackfruit, banana, and fruits, papaya, mango, passion fruit, pineapple. These are the more common fruits cultivating in Kerala. And banana is a special package banana. There is a lot of potential, like our jackfruit. There is a good demand for banana also, starting from its rhizome and its flower also can be converted as different types of products. Yesterday I have a training on campus training on banana products also, and there is a good demand for banana products also. The same way that we process the jackfruit and banana also can be converted as such products. There's a good demand for banana products also, and banana is 12 months available in our country, in our locality.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Ms. Jissy George for the talk and for answering the questions in detail. I like to also thank all the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for a nice presentation, and also for giving me a chance to talk to the farmers. And I am inviting all the farmers who want to visit our KVK or want to know the facilities of our center. All are happily welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. We have shared your contact details. Our members will get in touch with you.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay.